Hello! And welcome to episode number 7 of Garage Rock.
Yes, Garage Rock. How are we, Cam?
Not too bad, mate, but more importantly, you don't look too crash hot.
Oh, it's the Melbourne winter has struck, and I've just been been a bit sick. Just spent most of the past week in bed.
Have you been
Not
looking
in a good
after
way.
yourself?
Oh, yeah, I've been trying to. I was going to go to the football with you the other day to watch our team lose. I couldn't even do that.
Yeah.
Had a mate's birthday, and he was playing a gig that night as well. Couldn't make it to that either. It's been just one of those days.
You're here now, and we're going to have some fun, and we're going to make up for your week that you've been sick.
Yeah. How's your week been? I mean, you went to a gig. You went to see
I went and saw Luca Brasi at the Croxton Band Room in Thornbury.
How was that?
It was awesome. It was my first time at the Croxton as well.
And what did you think?
I liked it.
Yeah.
It's a great venue. It's a lot bigger than what I thought. I was expecting it to be sort of like the Northcote, which is down the road. But just because something is down the road doesn't mean it's exactly the same.
That's true. That is
Silly
true.
old wasp I am. But you know what?
What?
I really liked it. I liked the place. It was it's very spacious and it was very friendly and Luca Brasi, well.
Yeah.
Do I need to say any more?
Probably.
One of the greatest live acts going around at the moment, I reckon. Just really good stage presence and just, I don't know, it's just a really positive, nice vibe.
That's great. I saw them supporting Violent Soho a couple of years ago at Festy Hall, and put on a great show. And that's what you want.
That's what it's all about. I went last minute too, so it's always better when you've got plans last minute where you wasn't really expecting to go rock out, and next minute you're drinking a beer, rocking out to one of your favourite bands. It's just a great feeling.
Exactly. Should do it more often.
And it was sold out quite quickly too, so I was lucky to get a ticket.
Their whole tour sold out.
Yeah.
So
no, good on them.
kicking goals.
Yeah, goals are being kicked, unlike the Saints on the weekend.
Yeah, that's well, we got God, they're so terrible.
They're terrible.
God, but we're not here to talk about how shit our football team's doing. We're here to talk about music
And good times.
Dude, this Good Things Festival.
I know.
I got the press release. Email came up. Bing, Good Things lineup announced. I opened it. I was sitting all by myself. I opened it up and I said, "Fuck yeah!" There was no one near me, and I just saw it, and all I could see, top line, The Offspring playing their 1994 album Smash in full.
Wow, we've spoken about this a few times in our lives, and it's happening.
It's happening. We actually mentioned on the show a couple of weeks ago that we missed out on the Smash tour. Other countries got that, and they didn't bring it to Australia. And now...
And here we are. How lucky. Now, Steve, do you ever remember when you first started listening to Smash? Was it when it came out, or were you introduced later on in life? Or
I was a little later on in life.
Yeah.
But I still remember it.
For that time, like I remember in primary school.
We would have been 9 or 10.
94, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been 9.
Mm-hmm.
My brother,
Yeah.
he bought it on cassette tape, and I've still got the cassette because he not long after that he got into Coolio and ditched all that kind of music.
When is Coolio coming back? Actually,
I don't know. His dreads are still here from the last tour, but I remember hearing Smash on the cassette tape, which I still got, which is awesome. And it was the swearing, I think, that got a lot of kids.
Bad Habit.
Bad Habit. Mm-hmm. I remember people singing that in primary school, and it was quite confronting. But
I remember in primary school the song that we played. We got our substitute teachers to play to get them into trouble. Was Kitty by Presidents.
Oh, yes.
I just remember, no, miss. It's a fun song. It's about a cat.
Meow, 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 meow.
Fuck you, Kitty. You're going to spend the night. And then the teacher's like, turn this off. No. Yeah, brilliant.
I remember my cousin had one of those compilation hits CDs from that era, and it had Kitty on it. But it was like it was for radio. So
Yeah.
they, instead of saying the F word, they had like a meow sound.
Kind of like Fire, Water, Burn with the donkey.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't
Burn mother.
mother.
Oh, ding, ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding,
exactly.
ding, ding, ding,
I remember trying to be really cool when I was on, might have been year 7 or year 8 camp. I had a compilation and it had Damn It by Blink-182.
Oh, nice.
And everyone was like, oh, you're playing, because no one had Dude Ranch on them or whatever like that. But I was the cool guy because I had it. But it was the radio edit.
And it,
Yeah,
and
it's
it
like,
blurred out the
Did
F
you
word.
hear he fucked her? And apparently he didn't. So it was a very safe song. But
Steve,
yes,
there's heaps of cool bands. Can I please say it?
by all means,
Can
go
I
for
please
it.
tell you?
Can I give you one last fact, smash fact, before you go with the lineup?
Smash me with it.
Smash you with it. It is the highest selling independent released album of all time. There you go.
Hear that silence?
Yeah.
That was my amazed face.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's,
it still
and rightly
is.
so. La 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 la.
la.
Well,
Yeah.
for people who aren't familiar with the album, you'll be familiar with a lot of the songs like Self-Esteem,
Come Out and Play.
Come Out and
Bad
Play,
Habit.
Killboy Powerhead.
Killboy Powerhead. I love that. That's a cover, but I love it.
And
The whole album.
I come up with that as a band name years ago, but I think it already is one,
Yeah, it wouldn't
if
surprise
I
me.
remember right. Or there was a band that, a local band that was already doing it. I think that's an awesome band name
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, no, and this sounds strange. I think I actually came up with that same idea for a band I was in.
Really?
We were coming up with ideas, and I said Killboy Powerhead as well. So we're on the same wavelength there.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, I wasn't in that same band with you, was I?
Maybe it
But
was.
Maybe it was.
Maybe we're living the same life and everything's a dream. Now, Steve,
Yes.
the lineup,
Yeah.
because I'm really, really excited to
I can see
tell
it.
you this.
Go for it.
Stone Sour coming back
Yes.
again.
Yep.
So, lead singer Corey Taylor
Yeah.
from Slipknot,
Yep.
legend,
Yeah.
awesome live. All Time Low,
Mm-hmm.
Dropkick Murphys, big fan.
Yep.
Bullet for My Valentine,
Mm-hmm.
The Used,
The Used.
The Used.
Or in other words, the Used.
Oh,
You've interviewed them.
I've interviewed them.
Yeah.
And here we go. Name drop.
Name dropping
yet
once again. Yep.
And Steve, just quickly, those guys, Burt McCracken
Mm-hmm.
is a legend.
Yeah.
Like, we've done a lot of interviews.
Yeah.
And when we interviewed him in the lobby of their hotel,
Yep.
and he actually was cool and
Yeah.
and stayed back and helped us with our gear.
Yeah, that's right.
and wanted to chat. And
Exactly.
I stood there for 10 minutes while you were bringing the car around.
Yeah.
And it was just cool to just chill out and
Chat.
have a chat.
Yeah.
It was like I'd known him forever. Just a real nice, genuine bloke. Just a legend.
Yeah, and you love that.
You
Gotta
do.
love that. Yeah.
Smith Street Band,
Yep.
which, if you haven't seen them live,
Go to good
awesome
things.
Melbourne band.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really excited about this, Steve,
Go
because
on.
I'm a huge fan of Dashboard Confessional.
Yeah.
Absolute legend of a voice.
Yeah.
I just don't have the words to tell you how excited I am about seeing Dashboard again. I saw him a few years ago just by himself on guitar, and it was so good. Now he's performing the songs from The Places That I've Come to Fear the Most. The Places That I've Come to Fear the Most album.
Yeah.
So this is a bit of a trend, isn't it?
You're looking forward to it.
Oh, mate, I can't wait. Like, that's so cool.
And we've also got like North Lane, Tonight Alive, Baby Metal. Now, have you heard of Baby Metal?
Baby Metal, no.
Okay. The Good Things on their Facebook page, they uploaded a video of Baby Metal playing in Germany. They think of your cutesy Japanese, like Hello Kitty kind of girls. You know what?
Oh, yeah,
Right.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Anyway, that kind of cutesy
I
Japanese
know what you're saying,
metal,
yeah.
and their stage presence. They open it up. It just looks amazing. Like you don't know what they're saying.
Yeah.
The German crowd don't know what they're singing, but they were loving it, and it looks really awesome. So, and it's their first time coming to Australia. Just going to rattle off a few dates.
Yeah, go for it,
Melbourne
Steve.
on Friday, December 7th at the Melbourne Showgrounds. Sydney on Saturday, December 8th at Parramatta Park, and Brisbane on September 9th at the Brisbane Showgrounds. Tickets are $178, and they go on sale Thursday, the 30th of August, 9 a.m. through oztix.com.au.
You know what? That's a reasonable price for the lineup that you're getting. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you were to see each of those bands individually,
Yeah, exactly. You could say that again. But you might want to keep some money afloat to spend it Beyond the Valley.
I know,
Because that lineup's come out as well.
Because all we knew about was the Kooks.
And now we've got more.
Now we got Morris Van. Talk to me. What do we got? What are we running?
All right, we've got. Well, first of all, Beyond the Belly. Beyond the Belly is when you've had too many beers and you've just gone beyond the belly and you're growing weight everywhere now. Beyond the Valley.
We are in our 30s.
We are. That is true. We've hit that time. It's back for its 5th year, December 28th to January 1st at Lardner Park in Warragul, Victoria. As we said, the Kooks have been previously named as the headliner. Other acts have just been announced: Bonobo, Tash Sultana, Duke Dumont, Panau, Alex Lay, Ballpark Music, City Calm Down, Client Liaison, DZ Death Rays, DZ, and the Jungle Giants, plus many more. 4-day tickets are $430, 3 days $390, 2 days $330, and a New Year's pass is $180, and that'll leisure to camp, Cam.
Yeah, and for those that don't know, that is the same place where Unify is held. So
exactly.
That clears
Seems like
that up.
every week we're bringing up Unify.
I know. How can we not, though? We're very excited about that.
Very, very excited. Tickets on sale 12 p.m. on August 30th as well. So, you might, 3 hours after you buy your Good Things Festival tickets, you might buy your Beyond the Valley tickets.
I know.
Hopefully it's payday.
Yeah.
But now we were talking.
We've spoken about this as well, Steve. I think we've got a crystal ball. We've got a magic 8 ball, which we haven't had to use yet.
No.
But if we had a crystal ball, it's like we do because we predict everything, man.
Well, we predicted the motor race reunion a few weeks ago.
And it happened.
And it's been announced. Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah.
Now, we mentioned that they were put up some kind of ambiguous posters around the UK and now Australia, and we were thinking possibly come down for download.
Yep.
I reckon that's been all but confirmed not to be true because they've announced an Australian tour.
And they've also announced that they've got their 6th studio album, Amo.
Amo.
It's
Amo.
Amo.
Yeah.
Either way, it's going to be released on January 11th through Sony Music Australia.
That's right. Now, they've released their first single.
Get a little bit of a taste, Steve.
Yeah. This is their new single, Mantra.
Before the truth will set you free, it'll piss you off before you find a place to be. You're gonna lose the plot, too late to tell you now. One ear right out the other one, 'cause all you ever do is chant the same old mantra.
So that was Mantra by Bring Me the Horizon off their upcoming album, Amo, which is out January 11th. Now, Cam, they've got some tour dates.
Yep, we've got some tour dates ready to rock and roll, Steve. They're going to be playing in Brisbane on Wednesday, April 10th at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre, and Sydney on Friday, April 12th at Qudos Bank Arena.
Quotos? Quotos. If you're from Sydney, you probably know where it is anyway.
Where the fuck is that?
It's a bank, I'm guessing. Quotos Bank.
Must be a shit bank.
Well...
Hopefully they go bankrupt.
Oh, that's a bit harsh.
Don't get me started on banks.
Yeah.
Actually, I used to work for the bank, didn't you?
I used to work for a bank.
Yeah.
Moving on. And the final date?
Melbourne. On Saturday, April 13th at Rod Laver Arena, Steve. Tickets go on sale 9 a.m. Friday, 7th of September.
Yes, but if you pre-order Amo through JB Hi-Fi, you can get early access to tickets.
How cool's that?
Well, I mean,
it costs you money not to.
Maybe that's why you have a problem with banks. But
yeah, I
everyone's got a
keep
problem with
spending
banks
and they keep wanting me to pay it back.
It's ridiculous. Bastards. Exactly.
Which brings me on to my next podcast, which is called Angry Finance.
Angry Finance?
I'm going to make one up.
Yeah, called Angry Finance.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
That's an idea.
I mean, anyone can do podcasting, as we've proven time and time again.
Only the elite get put on, Steve.
That is true.
Only the elite.
Yes, and 7 episodes I mean, we round that up. That's 10.
It's basically double figures.
It's basically 100. Now, talking about another tour, there have been a few tour announcements this week. The Rubens.
The Robins are coming back.
The Rubens are coming back. Another band we've interviewed several times. I think they're one of the bands we've interviewed about the most times, about 3 or 4 times. The Rubens. We'll stop dropping the names, but the Rubens have announced a national tour in support of their album Lola Rue, which came out in late June.
Steve,
Yes.
their support act. Mm-hmm. Pretty sure you've interviewed them a few times as well, Little May.
I have actually, yeah, and they're definitely worth checking out. They had an album come out a couple of years ago, and I really enjoyed that one. But anyway, back to the Rubens. Their Lola Rue tour. They've got a lot of regional shows, and they're playing a few festivals. But some of the major cities are hitting: Brisbane on Friday, November 9 at the Tivoli; Sydney on Friday, September 16 at the Enmore;
Nice.
Adelaide on Friday, November 30 at HQ;
The best.
Fremantle on Saturday, December 1st at the Metropolis;
Sexy.
and Melbourne on Saturday, December 8 at the Forum Theatre.
That's the Rubens, everyone.
That's the
also
Rubens.
known as the Rubens.
Tickets go on sale 10 a.m. local time on Wednesday, September 5th. But also on Wednesday, September 5th, tickets go on sale for Phil Collins. Cam, Phil Collins.
Phil Collins in the air in the night.
Dude, this was my mum's favourite artist when I was a kid growing up.
Were you a fan?
Yeah.
Were you a fan of Tarzan, the cartoon?
Yeah, he did the soundtrack.
He did the soundtrack for that because it was sort of like trying to replicate The Lion King with Elton John.
Yep.
So they tried with Phil Collins and Tarzan, but it wasn't as successful. What kind of stuff do you reckon we can expect? Would it be all Phil Collins stuff, or can we expect Genesis stuff?
Bit of Genesis. Maybe he might do 1 or 2 Genesis tracks, but I reckon it'll be predominantly Phil Baby.
Not bad for a drummer, hey Steve.
No.
Us drummers can do better than just drum.
That's-
not that drumming's hard for some people.
Yeah, well, Phil, I can't drum, but Phil Collins can't drum anymore himself either. His back's fucked. So
really?
his son's drumming for him.
There you go.
So there you go. So
Is his son the Cadbury Gorilla?
no. Well, unless that's what he looks like after he's shaved. But no, he doesn't look like much of a gorilla. I don't think we're allowed to call people that.
No, especially Phil Collins' son.
Yeah, thanks, Eddie Maguire. Now we can't call anyone gorillas.
Yeah, but Steve,
Yes.
it's his first tour in 23 years. How exciting is that?
That's-
That is a feat.
That is quite a feat
I'm going to give you some dates.
to ignore a country for 23 years and to come back.
I know, but, if you've made enough money, he probably wants to retire, and he's probably doing a retirement fund.
Well, that's it. It's the Not Dead Yet tour. So maybe he wasn't expecting to still be going.
That was one of my old band's mottos. Not dead yet. Anyway, if you're in Brisbane...
Apologies.
If you're in Brisbane on Saturday, January 19th, you'll be able to see him at Suncorp Stadium.
Why not pop in?
Another bank.
Well, guess what the next one is? Sydney
Oh,
on
no.
Monday, January 21st at
Kudos
Bank again.
Kudos
Kudos to them.
Radelaide have got Friday, January 25th at Radelaide Oval.
Mm-hmm.
Perth on Monday, January 28th at RAC Arena.
Mm-hmm.
Melbourne on Friday, 1st of Feb, which is my son's birthday.
Happy
Awesome.
birthday. To your son, not to you.
Yeah, that's at Amy Park.
Don't want you getting all the credit for that. I'm sure you played some part, presumably.
I gave it a go.
Gave it a go in the...
That's at Amy Park, so lucky you're with Amy. Tickets are on sale Wednesday, 5th of September. That's not long, Steve.
No, it's not. It's
Just around the corner. We're going to have to get... I don't know how we're going to afford all these tours.
I know, we're going to have to start befriending the promoters and hint. Now, Cam, it is... I should actually mention, we are getting to everyone's favourite part. We've extended our audience to the Afrikaans now. We've got listeners in South Africa.
That's so cool, isn't
as
it?
well. We've got listeners in the US, in the UK, Europe, presumably Australia. But yeah, now we've got listeners in South Africa.
We are honoured, humbled, and can't wait to come tour.
Yeah. Yeah. And we'll be back in 23 years, just like Phil Collins. But this is the new music segment we're about to get into, and which always starts with a fantastic jingle from Cam.
And I got something special because from our first episode, I'm still really excited about Queen's movie coming out.
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury
Yeah.
is trained in opera singing,
That is true.
and I thought I would give it a little go myself.
No. Oh, wow. So we're going opera
Yeah,
on
I'm
Garage Rock.
I'm talking soprano.
Oof. Yeah.
Soprano?
Yep.
Soprano.
Soprano. Yeah.
I should have checked that out.
I think that's the high one. Okay, so the intro to Garage Rock, take it away, Soprano Banfield.
It is time for new music on Garage Rock, my friend. It's time for news here.
I honestly, I don't know how you were able to do that. You were actually hitting notes there. I mean, stumbling on them, but you were hitting them.
I told you, like when I was a kid, my uncle wanted me to become an opera singer. He thought I was that good because I used to do it just for fun, mucking around,
Yeah.
singing with my cousins.
Yeah.
And then I realised it's because he chopped me balls off. So
And you've got them in a drawer at least. Still.
Yeah.
You get them out every now and again, and
just put a lacquer band around it, and they eventually drop off.
yeah, that's what they do to the sheep. Are you a sheep? Moving on. So our first track this week is a song called June by
not.
Yeah, it is.
It isn't.
It's by a Victorian band called Rat Hammock. It's Rat Hammock. They've only been together for 18 months.
Never get a hammock.
They were originally called Killboy Powerhead, but they decided to change to Rat Hammock. They're playing a couple of shows in Brisbane at Big Sound, followed by shows in Melbourne, Sydney, and Canberra this October. The video clip's kind of like a Groundhog Day movie.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, it's worth checking out. But
Bill Murray does not have a part in this.
No.
No.
Well,
So don't. But you can check it out anyway.
Check it out anyway. But we'll play a little snippet now. This is Rat Hammock with June.
June sits so still, eating stone fruit in the morning sun. I can't leave her. I want to, it's just coming down. June's an actress, making movies on the silver screen.
Steve,
Yeah,
that was June by Rat Hammock.
I know. I threw it.
It's so cool.
Yeah,
Such a name.
that's a name.
It's a
I don't think
name.
many other bands would have Rat Hammock, so I think that they're safe with that one.
Yeah, it's like, let's have the safest band name that no one has or could take. Mm-hmm. And they went Rat Hammock. Like,
Yeah.
good on them.
Good on them.
I love these inventive names.
Absolutely.
It's so good. And after a while of listening to them, it just becomes normal. Like,
Rat Hammock.
yeah.
Exactly.
It's like Killing Heidi. It's like you're talking about someone killing, but it just becomes a name.
Exactly.
I love it.
I heard Killing Heidi on Gold FM the other day.
Oh my God, we're getting old.
We are getting old. Oh, man. Anyway, let's stay youthful and talk about new music, Cam.
Cut it out, Steve.
All right.
Which is the next song
Oh, go for
by
it.
a band called Columbus. It's their new single, Cut It Out, which is taken from their second album. A hot take on Heartbreak.
A hot take on Heartbreak.
That sounds interesting, doesn't it? Which came out in May on Unified. They released a video clip which is set in Australia roughly around about the 1950s,
Yeah, it's a
like the
50s
50s style.
Yeah,
Which
milkshakes and
yeah.
cherries on top and all that
Bring
kind
all
of
the
stuff.
boys to the yard
Exactly.
and so on and so forth. But let's check it out. It's Cut It Out by Columbus.
She says that's too much. I don't care, just cut it out. I don't want to feel no more. Can't let this river drown me I don't care, just cut it out.
That was Cut It Out by Columbus. Cam, moving on to a Melbourne band called Mid City.
Yes. Yeah, I like these guys.
Yeah, they've got a new single. It's called Old Habits. They're going to announce their debut EP and some tours in the near future. But at the moment, this is their second single. It's called Old Habits. Do you want to listen to it, Cam?
Fucking oath I do.
Oh, great. Well, let's go now then,
Give it
shall
to
we?
me hot, Steve.
I want the old days back, want my dreams anew. I drove that slave boy and fuck your point of view. I know there's no way I'm getting through to you. I burn it down, 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 down.
That was Old Habits by Mid-City. And speaking of mid-cities,
Okay.
I'm talking Adelaide.
You took an Adelaide.
Yep. This new song is called Wedding. It's by Horror My Friend, which are an Adelaide rock band, Steve.
That's, yeah, awesome.
They've released this new single, which is from their second studio album called Home Life. Mm-hmm. That comes out Friday, September 21st through Poison City Records.
Awesome.
And guess what?
What, Cam?
The band are heading out on tour.
On tour.
Yep. You can see them this October in Wollongong, Sydney, Adelaide, Brisbane and Melbourne. Tickets available at horrormyfriend.com. So let's check out Wedding by Horror My Friend.
That was Horror My Friend with Wedding. Cam, our next track is by British band Nothing But Thieves. They've got their new single Forever and Evermore from their upcoming EP, What Did You Think When You Made Me This Way? To be released on October 19th through Sony Music.
Now, Steve, did you see these guys at some stage recently, if I remember correctly?
Yes, I saw them supporting Muse a few months ago.
How were they?
Oh, they were great. Yeah, they put on an awesome show, which is what you want from a support act.
Oh, definitely.
And yeah, and they were here recently as well. But yeah, now they've got their upcoming EP and their new single, Forever and Evermore. Cam, we should check it out now.
Oh, let's do it. Let's hear this mofo.
Something about the sun seems so very, very boring. What did you think when you made me this way? What did you think when you loved me this way? Hold me so close when we got to the gates. We'll be together forever and ever.
Steve, that was Forever and Evermore by Nothing But Thieves. Next up, we've got a song called Want That by Good Doogs.
Good Doogs.
Another Perth band, Steve.
That's true.
Indie rockers Good Doogs have just released their new single Want That, and they're just wrapping up their So Dumb tour before a couple of shows at Big Sound in Brisbane.
So let's check out their new song.
Really? Can we do it?
Let's do it, Cam.
We're doing it. That was Want That by Good Doogs.
And that brings new music to a close, Cam, for this week. Hey, but episode 8, just around the corner,
Yep.
more new music. In fact, I've already started compiling music for next week that we couldn't fit on this week. That's how jam-packed the music has been.
We've got a backlog, Steve, and we want more of it coming through, and we really, really want you to send it through to contact at redskymusic.com.au even with a little bit of a message to say hi, and even if you don't have any music to send, please send us a message.
Yeah.
And we might read it out on the show. It'd be awesome.
We'd love to hear from our fans. We read a message a couple of weeks ago from one of our fans. And you know what? It'd be good to hear from our people from, Australia, but also from around the world. We've got listeners all over the place.
Yeah, I'm really interested to hear what you think. Any feedback would be awesome.
Exactly.
Now,
I think that, we should probably stop doing this in blackface. That might, maybe make things a little more comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we might be a bit more free-flowing.
Well, if not, why not? What's your favourite colour?
Black.
Cool.
But anyway, that brings our show to a close. Does it, Cam?
From the bottom of our hearts, we'd like to say thank you for listening. I have been Cameron.
I have been Steve and will continue to be Steve till the day I die. Did I get a little too heavy there? A little too
Not
heavy?
heavy enough.
Not heavy enough.
And moving on to our next podcast. What happens after you die? See you guys.
Bye.